Welcome to New Day Cleveland. I'm David Moss, and we are on a road trip. We are in Portage Lakes, and if you can find Akron, you can find Portage Lakes just about an hour from Cleveland. I'll tell you what, we're going to have a lot of fun on the water here. There's boating, there's fishing, there's swimming, there's sailing. It's all the great stuff we love to do on the water, including some beautiful food, some great dining, great place to have fun. And you know who's already having some fun? Natalie Herbeck. She's on a cruise.
Well, I am going to spoil you today. We're starting off the show with a cruise of Portage Lakes. It's going to be unlike anything you will see when you're down here. And I have Judy with me to give us the grand tour. We are on the Portage Lakes Cruises. It is so good to be here on this boat with you.
It's so nice to have you.
I am loving the sun. This weather is fabulous.
We think you brought it.
Well, I'll take that. Anything to get out here on the water. And this is something that you do very often throughout the summertime.
Every day, all day.
Every day, not in the winter, right?
Not in the winter. That's right. We finish at the end of September.
But you still get, so when does the season start for you?
Beginning of May.
Beginning of May through September.
It's a long season, really.
And so people can come down here and they can take a cruise of not one, not two, not three, but how many lakes?
7 lakes on the chain.
Unbelievable.
I know. We have a lot of area here. Even people who drive around here say, we had no idea there was this much area when you get out here.
So your business, you have how many different boats that you...
We have 4 pontoon boats this size, 5 female captains,
Love that.
1 large boat that we use that carries up to 45 people for big parties, and we do live music on that one on Thursday nights. We always have something going on.
So what is a typical cruise like? We're out on this great pontoon boat now. What would a typical cruise be?
For about 2 hours, our captain drives your group around and tells them anything you want to hear, really, but the history of the lakes back as far as the Indians, some of the wildlife you'll be seeing, the lovely natural landscaping and houses. It takes about 2 hours to see it all.
That's a long time, but I think, you know what, I think everyone, when they're out here, they want to stay out here. They probably don't want to come in.
That is the hard
when
part,
the day's
getting
done.
them off the boat afterward.
So when you come, can you bring beverages? Can
Yes.
you bring food?
You can bring everything of your own as long as it's not alcohol. We're on state park water wherever we are, so there's no alcohol on the boats. But you can bring your own food, or you can have us bring you a prepared lunch, or all the way up to a catered dinner. We do dinner cruises for 2 or 4 people where you've got china and tablecloths and steak, chicken, salmon, whatever your choice.
Wow.
It's lovely.
So how many people can this boat fit?
We carry 12. It's
12.
rated for 16, but for the comfort of this on the seating, it's about 12 is what we
Now
carry.
you mentioned the other one that carries 45 people.
That's right.
So that would, I mean, what are some of the groups that you've
Yes.
seen come on board that boat?
We call that the Portage Princess. It's owned by the Norris family, and they rent it to us for bus groups, big church groups. Taylor, that was one of my captains you saw back there, had her engagement party on there, and now we're doing a special event called an afternoon tea in Victorian style. We have several of them scheduled throughout the summer.
That sounds like
the first
so
2 are about
fun.
sold out. The first one's completely sold out. The second one's almost sold out.
So I know you want to be clear too. This is, you cannot come and rent a boat. This is
Not
you
from
have-
us. You can from other people, and we'll pass a place if we get far enough that shows that you can see pontoon boats, paddle boats, kayaks, even a bicycle up on a big kayak if you want to rent on your own, drive it yourself.
So I just love this. I mean, it is so beautiful down here. I mean, I know as we drive through, take the boat through this area, there's a lot of beautiful homes.
Yes.
The kids, I mean, you just gonna
Yes.
feel like you're, I want to say you're away on some other destination.
You could be anywhere, it's true. And it was a fun place to grow up. And as you go around, you're going to fall in love with a house, and then on the next lake, you'll change it up for a different one, because there are no cookie cutter houses here. Everybody gets to put their own spin on what their yards and houses look like. And everybody takes a lot of pride in their houses.
Well, I know you take a lot of pride in the hospitality end of things with your business,
I
don't
love
you?
that part, I do. It all started out to be all about the boat for me. I just wanted to, whatever I did had to have something to do with being out on a boat. But now I really love planning a trip with somebody and making sure that their dreams come true. Whatever they have in mind to do, we can do. Except maybe pole dancing. We don't have a pole.
I didn't think that was coming up.
Sorry.
I love it. All right, so people can just give you a call or
Yes.
book through. Do you have a website?
Yes,
they
on the
book through?
website they can book directly for their private cruises. We also have public cruises that they don't have to have a group. They can just jump on with other people if they want to for a little less money and get out here.
Well, there you go.
all
It's
day.
Portage Lakes Cruises, and let me tell you, if it's okay with you for the rest of this trip, I'm just gonna sit back and
Please.
relax. Does that sound
Relax.
okay? Oh, this feels
Kick
so
off your
good.
shoes. This means let's get this party started.
Well, things just keep getting more beautiful out here at Portage Lakes. I'm not talking about my new friend Don here.
I wish.
I'm talking about this beautiful setting here, and we're standing next to a spot called Pix, which is, it's not a place, it looks like 3 places all put into one thing. This is like a beautiful building.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So what's going on here?
It's called Pix at Portage Lakes. We just opened up May of last year. So we've got 3 different things going on here. We have a banquet center on our top floor. We have more seafood steaks on our 3rd floor, and then we have a sports bar on our 2nd floor.
It almost looks like a giant ship here.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, I mean, it is fantastic. What a great vintage building, like what, maybe late 50s?
Yeah,
something
late
like that?
50s, early 60s, something like that, yeah.
And I love the way it all opens up to the water here. And I noticed a bunch of docks down there. We got some picnic tables. I even see lifeguard chairs. So what's going on here besides the drinking and the having a good time?
Well, I've got a couple things going on. So we've got almost 14, 15 docks, about 22 slips. And I've got the dock chairs are more for what we have dock boys. So when you pull your boat up, a gentleman will jump off the chair and come and tie your boat off and pull your boat in for you. So it's just something unique we wanted to offer.
Yeah.
You know, I have a wife and 2 beautiful kids, so when we would come up, I noticed it was kind of hard to tie off the boat, so it was just something we kind of threw in there to
Trying
kind
to
of
figure
help.
it out.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't pull up here in a boat or in a raft.
Not
or anything.
today.
I just drove up. There's a nice big parking lot up there. And when you step in, there's a series of stairs and steps here. So I'm coming here, I'm going to have some food, and it's what, like 6 o'clock at night, 7 o'clock at night? Which place should I go to, and what do I get?
Just depends on what you're in the mood for. If you're looking for more steaks and seafood, fish tacos, salmon dinner, walleye dinner, perch dinner, that sort of thing, the 3rd floor is definitely where you want to be. We call that table 530 at Pix. And then if you're looking more for just casual, something real casual, more wings, burgers, you know, French fries type thing, we say we always suggest you to locals at Pix. So it just depends on what you're in the mood for and what you want to have that day.
I like the outside bar too. You can just cruise up to the outside bar
Yeah.
and catch a cocktail.
Yes, we get the outside bar seats almost 20 people, and then the inside bar in locals has garage doors all around it,
Yeah.
so it seats another 40 people around that bar. So cruise in, have a cocktail, have a bushwhacker.
Somebody said bushwhacker to me, and I thought, like, what's bushwhacker?
Bushwhacker is an ice cream drink. It's one of our specialty drinks, and it's got ice cream mix and a couple other things in it, and it's probably one of the most popular drinks we have.
Yeah, it feels like there'd be a lot of entertainment here too.
Yeah, we have a boat night, believe it or not, on Wednesdays.
What a
So,
surprise.
Well, yeah, people have bike nights, why not a boat night? And then Thursdays we do something we do something on Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sundays we also have a band as well. So boat night we have a band, Saturdays we have a band, and then we got something going on Thursday, Friday, Saturday as well.
So you mentioned your beautiful wife and 2 lovely children.
Yes.
So if somebody had a family like yours and they're coming here, what time should they come, and what's the right party for them?
Anytime, absolutely. We've tried to make it as family friendly as possible. We have popsicles for the kids when they come out after they eat dinner, and we try and do whatever we can to make it as friendly as possible.
Yeah, I like the idea here. I pulled up. I had no idea. I grew up in Summit County, and I look out there, and it's like I was just in Chesapeake Bay. It didn't look this good.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
hey,
like
I appreciate that.
it's
I
like
wish more people knew that.
It's like a secret spot kind of thing, isn't it?
It really is too. We're kind of hidden back here off the expressway, so
Yeah.
it takes a little while to find it. But once you do, they come back. They definitely come
People are
back.
friendly too. I was walking down the steps from the 3rd level down to this bar area. I met a guy named Marty who lives in the neighborhood. And boy, he starts telling me about all the stuff here. He walks from here to there. They take the boat, jumping around here. And
Yeah.
So I imagine if you have a little boat that you tow, you could bring it down here and just put it in the lake somewhere.
Absolutely. I think over at the park, you can dock and undock your boats over there. Yeah, load and unload over there.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite food here?
I'd probably say the perch dinner.
Yeah?
Yeah, we have an incredible perch dinner. It's probably the most popular item on the menu. Next to that is probably more of the fish tacos.
Yeah.
So,
Speaking of fish, you ever go fishing in here?
I don't get much time. Not when the weather's nice, but yeah, I bring my son up and I try and bring him out fishing here on Saturday mornings when he comes up. I try and fish a little bit with him.
Well, I say if you're fishing for a good time, Pix is the spot.
I appreciate
If you're
that.
going to catch a good time. Right?
Absolutely.
A big one.
Absolutely. You'll definitely have a good time.
Great.
If not, find me.
There you go.
I'll make sure of it.
Don. That's right. Hey, whole lot more coming up from Portage Lakes right after the break.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back to New Day Cleveland, our road trip to Portage Lakes, where everyone has fun around the water. And if you want to have fun on the water, check it out, Killing It Kayaks.
Killing It Kayaks is a kayak, paddleboard, and canoe rental place. We rent everything for $10 an hour. We do delivery, which is unique out here. Nobody else does that. We'll deliver to any one of the houses out here on the lake or to any of these fine state parks. Didn't know anything about kayak. My sister's an avid kayaker, so that's kind of what got me interested, knowing that people really have like a really draw to it. It's more than just something for recreation. Most people are drawn to it, you know, it's a thing, it's a lifestyle. So knowing that and then just being in the area that we're in, I thought, well man, what a perfect idea to be able to just facilitate it. The convenience age, I mean, everything, you know, whatever people can order and have delivered to you, Ubers, food, you know, why not kayaks and paddle boards and canoes? So that's kind of the idea. We have 10'4" recreational, which means basically a flat bottom kayak designed for these flat waters for lakes. We also have 10-foot paddle boards, and we have 3-seat canoes. You would give us a call or fill out a form on the website for a reservation. You reserve your slot the day of your reservation. You'll come to the shop, you'll sign a waiver, you'll pay. Then we agree on the time slot, and then I bring the kayaks to the state park and put them on the shoreline for you. And then once you're done with your time, I come back and meet you at the shoreline. I load the boats, you go to your car, and it's that easy. You basically have to do nothing but show up and have a good time. I would say kayaking is designed for everybody. Some people are very apprehensive. They're like, I'm afraid of the water. Are they going to tip? They're very stable. If you're sitting in a chair and they're as bountiful as you're just sitting in a chair. So if you lean too far out of a chair, you're going to fall, of course. So I can't say they don't tip, you know, at all. For children, everybody, just do it. It's fun, try it out, and everybody's loved it. I don't think I've had one person in 3 years come back and say I had a horrible time. Kayaking and paddleboarding on the Portage Lakes is kind of unique for the area because it's very, very calm water almost all the time, and plus all the nature that's around, the ducks, the geese, the herons, the eagles, the ospreys. There's just so much out here. You just sit down and have a good time and just be relaxed. That's all it's all about, is just relaxing and getting out and enjoying nature. To be a part of this community in general, not only the beauty of the area, but just the people out here in the community. It's just such a tight community. Everybody helps everybody out. I don't think I could do this in any other community as well as we do it here.
Killing It Kayaks is located on State Street, and that is in Akron. They are closed on Monday. Natalie?
Well, you didn't think I could take a road trip without doing a little bit of shopping, right? So I had to shop at Sugar Love Spice. This is Christy's place. Thank you so much for having us here.
Thanks for coming.
I feel like I know her. We've always been friends on social media, and to be able to finally meet you in person, I'm like, this is a long time coming.
I know. I feel like I know you. We're besties.
We are besties. And I love the clothes that you have in here. I want to take a little stroll as we talk about the clothes, because what I think is most appealing to a lot of people is that you find a lot of trendy things that are affordable.
Yes. We actually like finding unique pieces that you can't find locally at any of the other stores, and offer them at great prices. We have a lot of people that like to be comfortable. We have
I'm grabbing things as we go because I just love these shorts. Look at how adorable these shorts are.
Yeah, high-waisted. They're called paper bag shorts. Are very on trend right now. You can wear them with like a little.
I'm gonna grab those. We'll get those to go. So when you talk about the types of clothes you have in here too, what kind of woman are you catering towards?
Our main customer is the busy mom. She doesn't have like a lot of time to shop. She has maybe multiple kids, but she could also be a businesswoman. So she likes to come in, she likes to feel comfortable, be trendy and stylish, but also be able to afford the stuff that is in store.
I love them. You don't have to turn around. I'm going to grab right behind you here. I mean, I could put together a whole outfit too. Do you find that a lot of women come in, I already found the shoes to go with my shorts. I mean,
yes.
They can leave with a whole outfit.
We actually have shoes, accessories. You can come in and get your best friend a gift. We have a lot of dresses, casual tops, our best category. And actually a lot of people shop for wedding dresses. So if you're going to a wedding, we offer tons of different styles of dresses. Long, short, lace, fun, flirty. Yeah,
You
and
have
that's
it all.
Yeah, I would say that our clothing is definitely fun. I want my girl to feel very comfortable and just, you know, get complimented everywhere she goes.
Well, and she's doing it, clearly. So when you opened this business, I mean, you've been in the fashion business for quite some time, right?
Yes, a long time.
What was the transition? Why did you want to start your own?
Ever since I was a little kid, I've just, you know, loved putting together outfits. Fashion always makes me happy. Back in the day when Clueless came out,
Love that movie.
yeah, that was like my fashion dream. I wanted to live in California
And have that closet
yes,
that she has. Okay. well,
yes. You know, so I mean, ever since I've just liked really fun, unique fashion, and I even went to school in California to fashion school, and then yeah, I was a buyer for Dots for quite a few years, and then was just recently at Sterling Jewelers, which is local, and now I'm here.
Well, we're glad that you decided to create this. Let me tell you. I mean, right next to you, this cute little kimono too. So, and I'm sure, I know how often now people need to get down here and grab things because I have a feeling that a lot of this flies off the shelves.
We get stuff in every day, and it literally can sell out in a day. So we get 6 to 12 pieces in of a style, and it's called fast fashion. So as soon as it comes in, it can go out. And we try to offer stuff that you're not going to find anywhere else, so that if you're at a wedding, no one else has your dress. So that's why we
Never
only
want
get
that to
in.
happen, right?
Yeah, we only get in like select pieces of certain styles. So.
Well, so you can come in here, get an outfit for yourself, as you mentioned, get a little gift for one of your girlfriends too, or a gift for yourself. You have candles in here.
Yes.
And I saw some cute mugs. I also saw this, and now I want this too on my list of things. Here, I'm just gonna. I knew this was going to happen. I knew it was going to
Do you want
happen.
me to hold this for you?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna.
Customer service.
Here's what we're gonna do. Do you have these in a 7?
I'll get them for you.
Okay. We're going to continue to shop, and we're going to go to commercial break. And when we come back, we are traveling around Portage Lakes here. I love this area. So many great reasons. You're right here in the heart of things, right by the clock.
Yes.
So look for the clock, and you'll find them.
Yes. And by the lake. I love seeing the lake out here.
It's right around the corner. We'll be back. Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. You know, if you need a break from the sun, why not try testing your skills by solving a Portage Lakes mystery in an escape room? This is Locked In at the Lakes.
What's in the crate?
Locked into the Lakes is an escape room. The theory behind it is you're locked into the room. That's more or less just a cliche. We're not actually locked in, but you have 1 hour to solve all the puzzles within the room. Make it back out.
Oh, wait. Look. There's a key.
We have 2 rooms currently. The Legend of Turkey Foot Point, which is a nautical themed room.
I got a key, guys.
And then we have the 8th house, which is more of like a serial killer kidnapped theme. And then we have 2 mobile games. One's an 80s themed, and the other one's a murder mystery on an airplane. It's basically just like an escape room, same sort of deal, puzzles, and you gotta kind of work through them. They're mainly in boxes or luggage for the other game. The more things that you solve and put the pieces together, you get deeper into the box and then eventually win the game.
There's literally another one. Oh.
For the rooms, we do 4 to 8 players. For the mobile games, it's 4 to a box.
Hold on, let's try those.
Everything's an hour. Some people will finish in 25-30 minutes. Some people it takes the full hour.
This one unlocked.
But it's just mainly looking around, kind of paying attention. Sometimes there's play on words, there's keys hidden different places, you know, things of that nature.
That key, let me try it.
The story is Captain Dissinger, who founded Portage Lakes, has buried his treasure somewhere in the area. Your objective with that room is to actually find the treasure, not to actually escape the room.
Oh, there's like different colors. Could the colors be there?
The 8th house, you were kidnapped by a serial killer. You were held captive in his basement, and you have 1 hour to get out of the room before he returns. As far as popularity, it really just depends on the demographic. Certain people don't do scary, so they shy away from that and go with nautical. People that are into scary themes, they definitely love the 8th house. That's been a good room for us. The benefits, I think that's part of what drew me to the business. it's limitless, honestly, from corporate events to family outings to sporting teams. I mean, we pretty much covered it all. The biggest thing is team building. Even with family, you know, you kind of see who steps up, who's the leader, who's not. Sometimes the family ends up in crazy arguments, but you know, at the end of the day, I think when they make it out of the room and feel that sense of accomplishment, I think is the biggest thing.
Hey, we found a key.
It's a very rewarding feeling, especially when people make it out of the room and just see how happy and excited they are. I think at the end of the day, that's kind of what means the most to me.
Locked In at the Lakes is open 7 days a week. They're located on Portage Lakes Drive in Akron. David?
Look at this, I found some great coffee in Portage Lakes at the Honeymoon Grill. And I found Steve and Honeymoon Grill. Is that because I saw your wife here and your 3 kids running around? You're still on the honeymoon or what?
Well, for her, the honeymoon may be over at this point. But there was a donut shop that we took over that had been open here since the 70s. So I used to come here or go to that place with my dad for coffee and donuts all the time. So we had a lot of negotiating on what the name of this place would be, and I wanted people to know where it was going to be. So,
Honeymoon Grill.
So we changed the name. People still ask for donuts occasionally, but they usually stay for breakfast. So
there's a whole lot going on here, and I got to tell you, Portage Lake, this seems to be one of the heartbeat here. There's a big pulse here, and a lot of people just love it. Looks like you have a lot of regulars here.
We do. We have a lot of regulars. We've seen a lot of new faces since the new building opened up. And the whole area has revitalized as a whole in the last 15 years or so.
It's fantastic. So we're talking about a grill here. We're talking breakfast. So you open for breakfast. What time do you open?
We open at 7 a.m. every day.
Nice and early, huh?
Yeah. Oh, we moved it back. It was 6 a.m., so we moved it back to 7.
So I see a lot of great breakfast coming out of there, like pancakes, eggs, you got the omelets going on. Right. And so how long does breakfast last here?
We serve breakfast until we close.
What time is that?
9 o'clock.
At night?
Every day but Sunday, at night. Sunday we close at 2 p.m. just to kind of reset. But yeah, we've been very fortunate from our French toast. We have some Bigfoot themes here where our Yeti is like a He-Man breakfast.
How'd you come up with the Bigfoot idea?
It's a long story. I don't know if we have enough time for the air for it, but we accidentally went down to Salt Fork one year for the Bigfoot convention. And from there, with my family and the sarcasm, it just kind of, we went back year after year after year, and my dad, I've had a statue made of him as Bigfoot with his face on it. I mean, we've gone that far with it.
You guys got a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
Hey, tell me a little bit about the lunch menu and the dinner menu.
So our lunch menu features, we have wraps, burgers, we have our prime rib sandwich. Those are some of our features. For our dinner service, we have a filet, a honey glazed salmon.
You don't mess around.
We don't. We wanted to keep our dinner menu simple because we used to just serve breakfast to lunch. We plan on evolving from there, and the community does a great job of letting us know what they want in here. So,
and it's really good too. If you're thirsty, you've got some beer, you got some wine.
We do. We have a
not for breakfast though.
Not for breakfast. Well, yeah, for breakfast. Sure, at 7 a.m.
Sounds like the show, New Day Cleveland. We have a couple.
Father's Day, we had a lot of AM cocktails rolling out of here. So, yeah, we kind of keep it local with some of the micro brews. We're featuring Thirsty Dog and then some of the domestics and some local wines too.
You know, you drive through Portage Lakes and it's a state park here, and it's sort of like a lake community, almost like a vacation community. It's sort of sleepy, quiet, but you pull up on here, the Honeymoon Grill, man, and it's got a pulse. It's alive.
Thankfully, we've got a great location. We've got a traffic light, which helps. The new schools that got built right across the street from us. So yeah, our sense of community has really seemed to grow these last 10 to 15 years.
I think the hostess has a lot to do with it too, the 7-year-old hostess. Who's that?
That's my daughter. Her name's Selah, and even though she plays softball, soccer, and everything else, she likes coming to the honeymoon. I think it's part for the donuts that she gets from her cousin here, and part for the tip money she seems to make too.
And this is just one of your children. You have 2 other children, right?
I have 2 others that I plan on us going head to head many times over the next couple of decades.
There you go. And I met your beautiful wife, and I got to tell you, I met her. I started giving you some instructions before our interview. Who's the boss?
Well, I'm usually the bad cop. She's the good cop. That's usually how it goes. But she's good out with the customers and things like that. While we've been opening the new place, we've been working on getting the kitchen together and our timing and our rhythm. So.
Okay, we're gonna order one lunch. What do we order for lunch?
One lunch, I would do the Lion's French dip. That seems to be the one of our favorite lunch items. They've been flying out of here, especially since we opened the new building.
And somebody told me they saw an omelet here that looked like a football.
We try to stuff them full. We try to use fresh ingredients. We prepare it every day. I've got a great staff here. Our core staff that came from the other building has been fantastic, getting us up and running.
Yeah.
And then we've had a lot of great new additions too.
Hey, this is Steve, and your wife's name is?
Mandy.
Come on out, check them out. It's the Honeymoon Grill. We're in Portage Lakes, and guess what? We've got a whole lot more from Portage Lakes coming up after the break.
Welcome back here to our road trip in Portage Lakes. It's about halfway through our show. We thought we'd stop and take a bit of a wine break. And I have the perfect place for you to come. I have Erica with me. We are right now at Knotty Vines, right in Green on South Main Street.
Yes.
Very easy to get to. And this is beautiful. I feel like you have your own little oasis right
We
here.
really do. You forget that you're in the city. Yeah.
You do, and that's what I've realized that I love so much about Portage Lakes.
Right.
You're so close to downtown Cleveland, and yet you feel like you're in another world.
Right. And you come to the winery, you walk down those steps, and you can't hear the traffic on South Main Street, and you're looking at the water. It's just an amazing break from
Spectacular.
real life.
How long have you had this place?
We opened in July of 2013, so
Wow.
next month will be our 6th year in business.
This is very exciting for
It
you, I'm
is,
sure
it is.
too.
Thank you. It's been a lot of fun.
Now, when it comes to the wine, how many varietals do you have here?
We have 12.
12.
6 red and 6 white, and we have dries to sweets. We run the whole gamut. We found that a lot of people like white, sweet wines in Ohio, so we've got, I would say the majority of our wines are sweet wines, but we do have some dries. We've got a Cabernet Sauvignon and a Pinot
What do you
Noir.
have right next to you? It's Pinot
This
Noir?
is a Pinot Noir, so
I'll
that's
let
our
you pour
second
that one.
dry.
I'll
Would you
try
like to
it.
try that?
She brought me out a flight, so to speak, so I can do a little sampling here.
Yeah.
And then, so you offer cheese plates too?
We have a variety of appetizer platters, so we've got meat and cheese plates. We've got a flatbread pizza oven. So
I
this
saw
is
your
our Pinot
pizza,
Noir,
and the
yes.
pizza looks absolutely delicious.
Yes,
I
you'll
was
have to
very
try
excited
one
about that.
before you go.
I'm still not good. How many years have I been doing this? I'm still not good at doing the whole swirling. Oh my gosh, right away you could. That is a great Pinot.
Thank you. So we don't use any grapes from Ohio. We outsource all of our wines. We get the juice in bulk. We bring it in here, and then we have a cellar where we do the fermentation and the clarification of the wines. And then we do all the bottling and the labeling right here on premises.
Now the names are cute too with the
Thank
wine.
you.
So what do we have? What's in front of me?
All right, so you've got Vino de Baca, which is basically wine of berries. So that's a mixed berry Shiraz. So normally a Shiraz is a dry wine, but we've added a mixed berry puree to it to make it more
little
sweet.
sweeter.
And we chill it, and it's just perfect on a day like today
Ooh.
where it's nice
You
and
could
warm.
smell the sweetness even before you take a sip of it.
Yes. So yeah. So
Your wine could get dangerous. I have a feeling, because
well,
if you are not necessarily a wine drinker, I would say to try some of these because I don't feel like they don't smack you in the face as much as some wines
Sure,
do.
sure,
And
yeah.
they do have a sweet touch to them.
right.
So
we offer a flight, so you can try a sampling
Do
when you
some
come
sampling.
in.
What is this one over here?
That one is we call it Pesce e Vino. It means peach wine. So it's a peach and apricot flavored wine. So that's another sweeter, fruity wine, fruit forward wine.
I tell you, if you just take a whiff of any of these, just take that in and smell that. They're just, they have, I want to say they're just beautiful smells.
Oh, they are.
really
Yes,
are.
they are. They're
So
really
when people
refreshing.
come to the winery, I know that you also, you're busy. On Wednesdays, you have something going on Wednesdays,
Yes,
right?
we do. We do wine and canvas parties on Wednesday nights, and so that's a regular thing.
So they have the indoor space, they have their outdoor porch. You can walk down the steps and come down here to the patio outside, and you're right on the water. So
Right.
a lot of different ways to enjoy. What do you
And you
want
can-
people to know about your place?
Well, we do have docks available, so people can boat right up. We get kayaks here, so people just can bring their kayaks right over. The biggest thing that we sell in the summer, I have to say, are wine slushies.
I saw the slush.
Did you
I'm
see the
glad you
slushies?
brought that up. I
Yeah.
almost forgot about the slushies.
Oh, and people just rave about them everywhere we go. People are saying, Knotty Vine, that's where you get the wine slushies. And so, yeah, we've got 2 slushie machines going at all times to just keep up with the demand. So we sell a ton.
I can see why there's a demand. We're right again on South Main Street here in Green. So Portage Lakes is the place to be, let me tell you. I love it down here. Knotty Vine's the name. Come and see them, have a glass of wine, and enjoy this beautiful, serene space. Erica,
Awesome.
thank you so much
Thank
for
you
having
very
us.
much. Yeah, glad to have
I'll
you.
cheers for you.
Thank you.
Since I drank both already.
Right.
Well, it feels to me like it's time to cool off a little bit, and what better way than to head to Pams Creamery, the original location.
For Sunday.
Pams Creamery started in the early 60s with a guy named Robert Pavlik, and he named it appropriately after his childhood nickname, which was Pabs.
Picking up who's next?
This building has been here for quite a long time. Then when my grandparents purchased it in the 70s, they just kept the name. So it's an old-fashioned ice cream store. What you see is what you get. It's custard, hard ice cream, traditional sundaes, your banana splits, your peanut butter parfaits, your hot tin roofs. But then we also had, a few years ago, we added a baklava sundae, we added the pineapple upside down sundae, we added the sticky toffee pudding sundae. So taking the traditionals and also bringing some new age stuff that you wouldn't get at other ice cream stores.
Get a small banana waffle cone and a small vanilla waffle cone.
Our flavors range from your standard vanilla, chocolate, chocolate almond, to right now, Fat Elvis is our flavor of the week this week. So that consists of banana, peanut butter, bacon, and chocolate. So we have something for the traditional ice cream fan and then something for the little bit more adventurous. 32 flavors is a lot of ice cream.
Banana cream pie and vanilla.
Normally custard has egg in it. We just make it with the same old-fashioned custard machines that we had before, but just no egg. It's served at a warmer temperature, so it's a lot like a gelato where it's a little softer than your traditional hard ice cream. Heavy, rich, creamy texture and flavor. You can buy as small as a 4-ounce cup to a half gallon. So we have sizes for everything. And then we also have cakes. We do our custom-made custard cakes. What's cool about ours is that you can create any custard cake, any flavor combination that you want. If you go onto our website, which is pavscreamery.com, you'll be able to pick the flavor of ice cream. And 3, we call it additives, so peanut butter, Oreos, whatever else you want to add to it. And then we just layer it with chocolate cake or vanilla cake and then add it 3 layers and dress it, and it's yours to go.
Picking up who's next?
Expect long lines, but we go through them quickly, so don't let the lines deter you. If you like just good old-fashioned ice cream, this is your spot.
Here's the good news. Pams Creamery has 4 locations, one in Greene, North Canton, Cuyahoga Falls, and then right here in Portage Lakes. When we come back, it's time to dine on the water.
Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. You know, you can take a piece of Portage Lakes with you. Why not go shopping at the Nautical Boutique?
The Nautical Boutique is an extension inside our boat dealership of Portage Lakes Marine. We sell a lot of different items, you know, decor, gifts, jewelry, and apparel. We have a little bit of everything in here. Probably the most popular items are anything that says Portage Lakes on them. So that could be a cup, that could be a t-shirt, that could be a decal. A lot of people just love anything that's nautical, whether it's like coastal, whether it's lake, whether it's, you know, hardcore like beach and flamingos. It's just a happy feeling, and I think it's because we are on the water. The jewelry is made by Drops of Wellness. It's handmade diffuser bead jewelry, which means that you can put your essential oils or fragrance on it. They're really cute, but they're also functional if you're somebody who's into oils or fragrance. You know, it just helps carry your fragrance all day and, you know, puts you in a good mood, and they're just fun. A lot of times gentlemen will come in here, they'll be getting accessories or something for their boat and they'll say, oh, it's my wife's birthday, or I almost forgot it's my anniversary. So they can just mosey on over into here and get what they need, and it's a one-stop shop, which makes it really nice. There we go. My daughter's my little decorator. I kind of run everything by her. And she's got a really great eye for staging things and putting things together that I wouldn't normally do. She's a big help. I do like to use local artists, local manufacturers whenever I can. I'm always looking to pair with local people, local small businesses, because, you know, we gotta help each other. It makes me feel very satisfied. I do find that I'm making a lot of human connections, which is nice. I mean, people are gravitating towards me, and it's nice that they feel comfortable, and it's nice that they feel happy when they come in here. The nice part about being part of the Portage Lakes community is that you have a good collection of small businesses, and for the most part they all support each other. Everybody's friendly with one another and kind of all accomplish the same goal. It is a really interesting, fun area to live in.
Nautical Boutique is closed on Wednesdays and Sundays, so keep that in mind when you make your trip down here. Who wants a bite to eat? I do, and we can stop now at a place called PLX Deli. They're known for their fresh soups and sandwiches. Delicious. Take a look.
Okay, we're here to go.
For here.
He wants Swiss on it. I have always known that I wanted to make food, and it's my passion, and so I actually enjoy coming to work every day, and that's what matters. Portage Lake, like I said, small community. We're really tight-knit out here. It's awesome. I love seeing new people that come in, but we get regulars all the time.
Yep, you're good to go.
I have my manager, Anthony, and then Sarah, my two best people. They've both been here since day one.
You are awesome. Have a good one.
Thank you. We're pretty much the only place around here, so this is a pretty heavily traveled road. No highway around, so it's kind of why I chose this spot. I've loved sandwiches, I've loved soup. I make everything fresh. Soups you can't really get anywhere fresh, so that's a really big deal to me. Sarah, can you go for a cup of wedding first? We go through a ton of corned beef, which wasn't even anything that I cooked before I opened. But we go through Reubens like a ton of Reubens. We're up to 27 sandwiches, so we started off with 14. Pretty much we can make anything. We have ingredients for everything. We make our corned beef fresh every day. We make our pulled pork fresh every day. On a slow week, 50 pounds of corned beef. We have 10 pounds, at least 10 pounds of corned beef on the stove every single day. No Thousand Island on the Reuben. We have fun doing it. We love, you know, the personality of the area, and that's kind of what we are. All right, Reuben fried mushrooms. Taking the chance and opening up a business. Reuben's right here is very, very hard, but that's the most rewarding part of it, is that actually people come here and they love to see us here, and that's the best part of it. My slogan is, we just want to feed you. That's literally like my life, is just feeding people. Always has been. Yep, and then we need a side of macaroni and cheese.
Both PLX Deli and Nautical Boutique are located right on Manchester Road. More New Day Cleveland here from Portage Lakes when we return. Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. I think it's time for a cool down with ice cream. You can find some really interesting and unique creations at Biggin's Big Dip. Here's a look.
Biggin's Big Dip is a custard stand. We serve hard ice cream, frozen custard. We have yogurts. We also have a line of sandwiches. We specialize in chicken salad, which is one of my wife's recipes and very popular here. Also have coney dogs and hot dogs and specialties like cool cookies and frozen bananas and things like that. It was built from the ground up in 1985. My wife actually had a vision about this place. As far as the lake, the location and everything, and she set out to find this place, drove around and she found the spot and was able to buy it for a very reasonable price. We serve at any time probably 20 or more varieties of hard ice cream. Just about all of our hard ice creams are very, very delicious. The best hard ice cream I've ever had is our black cherry. I've never tasted anything that good. In our custards, we have chocolate, vanilla, and twist. Sometimes we'll make a specialty custard, such as peanut butter or banana, and these are all fresh. So when we make them, they sell out very rapidly. The one thing that I love to give people is our cool cookies. My wife actually makes 4-ounce cookies, 2 of those with about this much ice cream in between. So when you give that to somebody, they're expecting an ice cream sandwich, but they get that thing and they say, wow, that's pretty cool. We have 5 or 6 specialty sundaes. We have banana splits, which is kind of standard. We have what's called a Biggie Special. We have a turtle sundae. We have a hot fudge cake. We have a strawberry shortcake. We have what's called a unicorn sundae, which is a favorite with the kids. It has a lot of little colored marshmallows in it. We do have our hot dogs and our coney dogs, and people rave about the coney sauce. We're very proud of our location. We have a working lighthouse, we have a wishing well, we also have a waterfall, and we have a beautiful view of the lake. It's a nice place to visit. Normally when you're coming to an ice cream stand, you would hope you're happy. And that's what we try to make our customers feel, happy, so that when they leave here, they're happier than when they came.
Biggin's Big Dip is open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m.
Well, that's going to do it for our road trip to Portage Lakes. I got to tell you, I grew up near here and I didn't know how special this place was. It is fantastic and good food. Honeymoon Grill. Stephen's mom and aunt make all the bakery there. I forgot to tell you about that. And of course, Picks, something for everyone, for young and old. Been a great trip, only an hour from Cleveland, Portage Lakes. Check it out. For Natalie Herbeck, I'm David Moss, and we'll see you on the next New Day Cleveland.